Hello, everyone, and welcome to Henry Ford Community College on the campus of Henry Ford College in Dearborn, Michigan. And it's time for Henry Ford women's basketball. I'm Jeff Lowe along with Eric Pate. Eric, how are you doing?
Doing well tonight, and looking forward to some good basketball, and Henry Ford trying to get that first win. Let's hope it's not elusive.
All right. Marian University is our opponent. The Chargers are 3-0 coming into this contest. Henry Ford 0-5 and looking to get in the win column. We'll get to those starters in 1 second here. And getting on the board first for the Chargers, number 2 is Jada Harris.
It's going to be imperative for Henry Ford to look inside. I think you got to stay with the big girl in the middle, Jada Parks.
Right on point is a basket inside, number 24, battling inside, doing a good job, and that's Jolly.
Well, last time they had 4 starters in foul trouble. You can't have it. I think 3 or 4 of them fouled out in the last game we were here. So it's very important for Henry Ford to go inside, stay out of foul trouble, and take good shots.
And the starters for Henry Ford is Duckett, Shahat, Parks, Dunbar, and Jolly. Henry Ford in the gray, in the light uniforms. Your officials for this evening's contest, Stacey Thomas, Paul Van Dyke, and Julian Van Dyke.
Julian Van Dyke, a UDM Titan, looking good, looking better than he did when he was a player at UD. I mean, the guy is in great shape. Might want to see if he has any more eligibility left. Played during the Rashad Phillips era, which is kind of a golden era at UDM basketball. Good to see him.
Just joining us early, all tied up at 2 here in the first quarter. Chargers in the blue uniforms, a good strong move to the basket, but that's going to be nullified because of a travel.
Yeah, that's not a good strong move when you travel. See, my thing is this: with all this Euro step and this and that, you're gonna have a propensity to have situations like that. You're gonna travel. Just go back to 1.5 and just jump stop.
Nice drive to the basket. And number 1, that's Duckett getting on the board.
Makia Duckett, if she shows that ability tonight, this is going to be good because she settled for a lot of jump shots. And if that thing isn't falling, the next step for a point guard is do what? Go to the basket. You got 2 things could happen. Well, 3 things. You can miss the shot, you get the layup, or you get fouled and go to the free throw line.
Gall's at the line shooting 2. Head coach for the Chargers is Ryan Gold, and assistant coach Clay Hilliard.
2 fouls. 2 fouls already on that scoreboard is correct on Jada Parks. Got to be careful.
Shani Hawkins in her 2nd year for Henry Ford. Along with Tierra Lane, Chuck Perez, and Keith Gines.
Now, I didn't like that play by Bates because she should be the one posted, and she's trying to throw down to her point guard, Duckett. It should be reversed. She should be the one with her back to the basket. Those are the things that I think Henry Ford coaches just kind of, hey, it's frustrating.
I was speaking to Mr. Dixon, who's also involved in athletics. He's been involved in athletics in the public schools for a long time. I said, hey, being a community college coach is probably one of the toughest jobs in basketball, anywhere. Nice drive to the basket, too hard off the backboard. Whistles blow, and the Hawks turn it over.
I mean, it goes without saying, Jeff. Anything, even at the Division I level with NIL, it's tough. So can you imagine when you're here with no resources?
Hey.
I mean, it's difficult. You get kids. Take a look at Parks. I mean, Jada Parks, big, good-looking big girl, tall girl, long, athletic. You don't know what she can do because sometimes it's hard for her to even set a pivot.
Right.
So you got to go back to the high school game where you thought she might get this instruction, reteach her, coach her up to what you want to be, and by the time you do that,
she's gone.
She's gone.
Exactly. All tied up at 4 here in the first quarter, 5:36 in counting.
Now she's got to let that fly if she's going to come up that screen hard. And I'm talking about duck it. I do want her to go to her strong suit, which is outside shooting. And now they, look, get called for an illegal screen. So if you're going to run this, run it right. I think that's the frustration that Coach Hankins has. Hey, listen, let's all play our positions. We're going to mix some things up, but we got to execute.
Step through, no good. Hard off the backboard. Looks like the Hawks want to run. They're on the floor for the ball, and that's going to be a foul committed by the Chargers.
I sure hope Jolly's not hurt. I mean, she's coming out really aggressive. She's playing really, I just think with energy, okay? It's only energy if you can score some bad. Well, energy doesn't do you good unless you can score, get some rebounds, things like that. But she's got it going early, and let's hope that she can translate that into some points.
Long jumper, that was tipped by the defender. Quickly back the other way. Hard off the glass again, coming up empty. Chargers had grabbed the rebound, and that was killed with the rebound.
They are fighting. I can't appreciate that, but here's the thing. It's a lot of going up and down the floor. You see some frustration on some of the girls' faces on Henry Ford's squad. You need a basket or two. The young lady with the basketball can do something about that. That's Gigi Shahat.
It seems like it's going to be a very low-scoring contest. Nice drive to the basket right there, coming up to empty. Good defense.
And that's Jolly. And I'm telling you, she's got it. But, you know, this is what Isis Wilson and I talked about pregame. I saw her in the hallway. She says, you guys give me a hard time on the broadcast. No, we just want you to stay out of foul trouble. That's all. And that right there is the frustration that you may have. You're trying to make something happen. You're not scoring any points, but then you get caught with an overzealous kind of foul. And you don't want to discourage your girls. You want them to be aggressive.
Right.
But something's got to happen.
And we definitely like her aggressiveness in her physical play.
Just don't want to get too aggressive.
Right.
2 and 3 fouls and a half won't help.
Especially for her size. It's, and she's not a real tall young lady, but she plays bigger than what she is. Both free throws missed right there, and the Hawks quickly down the other way. Jolly again put her head down and going straight to the basket, and that's going to be an offensive foul, not to the liking of Jolly.
Well, I didn't like it either. I'm on the microphone here, and I can't believe that. I mean, they're cutting her off at the baseline. She goes up. I didn't see much contact there. Now you got a situation where you got Jolly with 2 fouls, but then you got Dunbar, who just took her shoe off. She may be hurt. And then you got Parks, who may pick up a foul. This is not what you want. Now, they let her get away with that one. That's more of a foul than what she faced on the other end.
Jolly comes down with the rebound and possession of the ball, and the Hawks will retain possession.
You got to keep Jolly on the floor no matter what. I think now's the time you think about going to the zone. Because if you don't, you're going to have a situation where people are grabbing and reaching because they're tired.
Chargers are in a matchup defense. Nice pick at the top. Got to get some better ball movement. Don't want that ball to get stuck on one side of the floor. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jolly with the ball.
Travel.
Outside jumper, free throw extension, no good. Jolly with the rebound. Doing the hard work in the paint. She tries to take it up, whistles blow, and that's going to be a jump ball.
She's working hard, I'm telling you. I'm pulling for Jolly to score a basket because she's rebounding, she's playing good defense, and see that run up and down the court after a while when you don't score and you got a couple fouls becomes frustration. I don't want her to explode. Hang in there, Jolly.
Frustration and fatigue. 1 point lead for the Chargers. And that's going to be a travel. One step too many.
Here comes Jade Bates, volleyball player extraordinaire. She's on the floor. She gives you energy, gets a few buckets out of the garbage, out of the jump. But this is what they need. They need to play scrappy. They need her energy.
Jolly on the wing. Shahat puts it on the floor, goes to the basket, can't connect. And that's going to be another jump ball. I think the possession will stay with the Hawks. 1 point lead for the Chargers.
I just think that you got to get something from a quick play from under the basket, get a layup, get an easy attempt. That would do so much to help Henry Ford's confidence.
Two seconds on the shot clock. They got to get this one off, and they are not able to get it off. No one paid attention to the shot clock right there.
Right now, this is a bad baseball score, Jeff.
2:49 here in the first and counting. 5-4 is your score. And a turnover by the Chargers. Hawks will take it out on the side. Now checking into the game number 23, that's Wilson. And she'll come in for Duckett. Well, Duckett went to the sideline. Now they're running Duckett back onto the floor. And number 12 is coming out. That's Dorsey is now checking out of the ball game.
Shahat's not been aggressive going to the basket. I'm a little surprised.
Nice jumper right there by Duckett.
And she got 4 to 6 points. Maybe Duckett's going to score a lot of points and carry the load tonight.
Duckett with the bucket.
All right.
Oh, come on. You just had to use that one. You just had to go there, as they say. But that was a good go-to because Duckett for a bucket. And Wilson's in the game now. Let's see if Isis can do the same thing that Jolly did. And I love what Coach just did. Sit Jolly down, get her a blow before the end of the quarter. Let's hope this group can hang on.
And a foul underneath.
Don't say 23.
Let's see. No indication of the
It
number.
is.
It is 23.
It's like the lottery. You got to be in it to win it.
Wilson's.
And I told her, I said, look, you play bigger. She said, I'm little. No, you're not. No, you're not.
According to the big scoreboard, that's only her first foul. And she just checked in to the ball game. 3-point shot attempt, no good. No whistles blow there. I thought the Charger player was over the back. Swing outside, long jumper, no good.
Good rebound.
And Wilson comes away with it.
And this is what you want out of this unit. Don't blow the lead.
Shahat.
Now, smart. It's not going early for Shahat right now. What does she do? She breaks her defender down, gets to the basket, gets a foul called against her, and now she's at the free throw line. Smart ball player. You get a gold star.
Shahat makes them both and gives the Hawks a 3-point lead. 8-5 your score. Chargers low in the paint, tried to get it off, does so, but good defense by the Hawks. And a foul on the Chargers. Number 13 picked up the foul for the Chargers, and that's Marian.
Just can't have that silly foul down there.
Ticky-tack fouls in the low paint.
That's 2 fouls on Duckett. I could appreciate her with she may weigh 100 pounds, she may not, but two quick fouls on her, and she's the offensive punch so far.
Trying to go hard to the basket. Number 11 losing the ball out of bounds. That's Gauls. Don't count the bucket as the foul is picked up by Kill, and she just went through the pick that was set by Henry Ford. .29 seconds remaining in this one. Very important to make these free throws.
Yeah, I mean, it's important to hit them. It's also important to continue to play well defensively. Now you got a 5-point lead, 30 seconds, no silly fouls. I'd have my girls get back. I might even put them in a zone for the last 30 seconds, but coach doesn't do that. No silly fouls.
No shot clock. 13 seconds left in the quarter. And there's your foul.
That's three. You're going to take yourself right out of the game when you commit 3 fouls in a quarter. I mean, she's going to have to sit down the rest of the half. And this is clearly her best quarter. If we duck it, that's her best. That's been her best stretch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 9 minutes and 44 seconds, or 9 and 50 seconds. That clock has nothing to do with it. But I mean, 9 minutes and 50 seconds of good basketball. The downside is 3 fouls.
Nice job right there, getting the contribution from Jade Bates.
Gotta love it. 11-7, I think Ancilla, Marian University, Ancilla College, you're kind of surprised. The Chargers coming in undefeated, Henry Ford coming winless. That's why you got to play the games.
11-7 is your score. After one, we'll be right back with more Henry Ford Hawks basketball after this. scoreboard here. Henry Ford, future driven. Hawks women's basketball coming at you right here, streaming on YouTube and the Henry Ford streaming network. Decent first quarter by the Hawks with an 11-7 lead coming out the gates. Back to Bates, looking to get her shot off.
Now, Bates has got to realize what her role is. I'm sorry. I don't want you doing a pull-up jump shot. You just hit a runner. Is it fair to call that shot a runner?
I would say a runner.
All right. Now, let's get back to basics. You're going to guard the biggest girl. Get in rebound position, offensive rebound position, and help your team that way. All right? I hope she can hear me. He's a good player, good energy. Just don't want her to get carried away. Waiting for these girls, the guards, Henry Ford to carry it.
Outside shot is good by Aaliyah Kill.
Shahat, got to get going. Got to get going.
1 point lead, 4-4. Driving to the basket and slashing, connecting.
Ariana Dorsey, big time shot.
Getting contributions from players we normally don't get contributions from.
And now the Chargers are starting to get out here and run a little bit. Let's see what Henry Ford does to match it. Nice defense. Dorsey. The bank is open.
Is she called?
Drive through. Drive through. Drive through. 16-12. That's a nice shot. I mean, it's one of those that makes the coach go, no, 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 yes. They're looking for a double dribble. They're looking for a double dribble on the Henry Ford side. So where does the double dribble?
Dorsey picking up the foul, and that will send Goss to the line. And she'll be shooting 2.
Goss has heard a lot from her tonight. Henry Ford's got to match that. I'm looking for the backcourt of Jolly and Dunbar to get going. Get going. They run this 3-guard offense, 4-guard offense, really. Because this girl, Jolly, handles the ball quite a bit.
Jolly with the ball now. 9 seconds and counting on the shot clock. Jolly trying to find some space.
Too much dribbling. Too much dribbling.
Quickly down the other way.
That's dumb foul. Now see that right there was a foul that did not have to happen. The girl may have been on her way to miss the layup, and you give her a hard foul. It just didn't add up there. I'm sorry. Young lady had a bad angle.
Puts her on the line, shooting 2.
And now you got 2 fouls. If you're Dunbar.
Goss makes the first.
We got a
lead for Henry Ford.
We got Dunbar's little big brother up here, man. I know the kid. Kid played at CMA, and he's a point guard himself.
Jolly had to pick up her dribble right there. 11 seconds on the shot clock. If you're going to get any kind of consistency, Shahat has to handle the ball. Long shot by Jolly, off the mark. 2 times down the floor, and Shahat has not touched it.
Well, she's got to touch the ball if they're going to be successful, number one. And number two, if you're Ancilla, number 2, Jaden Harris, big, tall girl, why is she on the wing? Against this small, I think Dunbar was surprised she got her hand on it. But look at where number 2 is. The tallest girl on the floor, Jaden Harris, standing out on the wing.
Shahat grabbed her own rebound. And that one was stolen away.
And some of that frustration, Jolly's got a little bit of that frustration going. She's got to hang in there. She's getting attempts, that's for sure. And that foul, that's 2 on Shahat. So Henry Ford's got foul trouble. Henry Ford's got some major foul trouble here.
Drive to the basket. The C opened up, and going straight to the basket was killed.
And coach has seen enough. She wants a timeout.
1-point lead for the Chargers. And I tell you, what's going through the mind of the coach right now?
Well, you look at Jaden Harris. She's 6'3". She's a center for Ancilla, and she needs to be in that post. If I'm playing against Henry Ford, that's what I'm going to do. Now, if I'm Henry Ford, I want these 3 guards to penetrate, drive, and dish. Penetrate, drive, and dish. If you're not pushing the tempo, if they slow you down, that's fine. But you got to get those 3 guards outside, swing that ball quickly, move away, and get some good shots up, or head fake to the hole. It's got to happen that way. If not, they're going to shoot themselves right out of this game, and it'll be just like last week when they played a great first half and got pummeled in the second half.
And I definitely totally agree with you. They're going to have some inside presence.
It's going to have to come from these guards. Yeah. Don't be afraid to go in the paint.
Hot walks it up. No movement by Henry Ford right here.
Dorsey has done pretty good giving them a spark.
Ball is kind of stuck in the corner. Jolly.
5-second call.
Not a good offensive swing sequence right there. One-point lead by the Chargers. Like I said earlier, Chargers coming into this contest with a 3-0 record. And Henry Ford battling for their first victory. They're 0-5 right here. They drive to the basket. No, but it's a travel. Let's see if Henry Ford can get some movement. Outside shot, misses everything.
Yeah, I don't know what to say there. Parks has got to go inside. That's a good matchup of some tall girls. Parks and Harris.
That was Parks' first shot attempt. And you're absolutely right. She has to go inside. She was defending Harris. You're right about the matchup between those two, size-wise. 1 second on the shot clock. Did she get it off? No.
No, she did not. Good defense.
One-point lead for the Chargers. Here in quarter number 2, 4:36 remaining in this second quarter. Park gets it outside. Skip pass across to Shahat. Shahat looking to drive. Good move by Shahat, and she gets the roll.
Finally, she gets a roll, and maybe she'll get on a roll because they need her. I think Henry Ford's hanging in here, but you need her punch. And don't look now, but there's Parks. She's got to stop making so many fouls. That's 3. You want her on the floor as a tall body, but she can't. Every time you look up in the half, she's got 3.
And she's going to be coming out. Wilson checks in for her.
And I'm sure the coaches tell her, watch your fouls, go straight up, all of these things. Then she just kind of does her own thing.
Gall's at the line again.
That one hurt, Coach. This foul trouble can really hurt you.
And that shot gives the Chargers the 1-point lead. 18-19, your score.
Isis Wilson's going to have to play big. She says she's a little girl, according to her height measurements. But she's really active, and that physical presence can be used against Harris. Here we go.
Wilson,
look at
turn
her.
Around.
Look at her.
The bank is open.
Hey, big girl. Now, she told me a story out there in the hallway. She's a big girl, and she played big on that play. Didn't foul. Went out, put her hand out, and that's good. Kid played at Belleville High School.
That was Davis for 2 points for the Chargers.
Now, if Harris wants to bang, she got the right one.
Shahat for 3. Off the backboard. Chargers want to run. Quickly down the other way. And count the bucket. As Kill makes the layup. Three-point lead for the Chargers. Hawks trying to get some movement here. 10 seconds on the shot clock. A little out of control there.
Good pass.
Going inside, and that's going to be a travel.
Said she lifted her foot, lifted her pivot foot, and they can't. Henry Ford's got to be careful on these possessions here. Defensive stops and makes on the other end. That's got to be the diagnosis here in the last 2.5 minutes. This kid is breaking their defense down. That's Cartesia Eccles, freshman out of Mishawaka High School. She went to Mishawaka Penn High School. I know where that is, near South Bend. 23-20, man, and this young lady, she's been responsible for a basket or an assist on the last 5 trips. She's getting to the basket. No, I got her number 1 favor. Those two have played well in that backcourt there.
Dorsey, who picked up the foul, checks out for Henry Ford, and at the line, she knocks down her first free throw, and that's Eccles. And he misses a second.
And I don't know if you saw that, but Jolly, real nice box out. Dunbar kind of lumbering. Got to move quicker out there. Didn't see the people coming from behind. They need a bucket here. You need a bucket getter right now, and that bucket getter is wearing number 5, if you ask me.
Davis is called for the foul of the Chargers. She's looking at the officials like, who, me? Yeah, you got caught for that one. 4-point lead for the Chargers. Henry Ford, long outside shot by Wilson. That's high off the backboard. And there it is again, a foul by Jolly.
Yeah, Jolly's got 3. Bates has got 3. They've got to, those are the top 2 rebounders. You got to have them on the floor. Henry Ford has got to get more smart with this. You can't, in the first half, you know, I don't know if Coach Hankins just doesn't want to play his own, but it shouldn't be up to her. These young people got to move their feet and be smarter. Those 3 fouls, each one of them are reaches. They're reaching.
6-point lead for the Chargers. Minute 52 remaining in the first half. A rip right there. And quickly down the other way for the easy layup.
Timeout.
That's going to force the timeout. Eubanks with a nice steal.
That was called a butt-naked steal there. That's up top. If you know what that means, folks, you know what it means. It's happened to me a couple times, many moons ago, and I learned to put the chicken wing out. You put that elbow out there,
yeah.
And the opposite arm, you switch hands. You put it out there and protect yourself. That forearm and that chicken wing.
Hey, no one likes running into those.
There you go. You got to protect yourself with that other. That's why you got 2 arms.
That's right.
That's why you got 2 hands. So that wasn't very good. Smart basketball there by Chloe Shuri. Comes off the bench, and it's tough, but you're getting some minutes. You got to make the most of it.
8-point lead for the Chargers, 28-20. Shuri on the wing, almost has that one stolen away.
2 turnovers, 2 trips.
And a foul. Number 15, Dunbar.
I'm disappointed because Shuri has got to do a better job. I mean, telegraphing passes, getting stripped there at the top. You got to be careful, or you'll stay on that bench. And now this lead is just expanded. I mean, it was just, I think, 2019. So since then, they've scored. I'm talking about Ancilla. They're on a 10-0 run. A 10-0 run.
29-20 is your score.
They need a basket in the worst way, Henry Ford.
Let's see if Ford can generate some offense. Shahad at the top with the ball. Stolen away again. Those turnovers are a plague. Shahad is called for the foul. And will send Davis to the line, shooting 2.
Well, that's 3 on Shahad. You got to get her out the ball game, too. So now the lead is double digits. Where you were just ahead, now you're behind.
And that's going to be tough if Shahad goes out of the ball game, because she is the primary ball handler for Henry Ford. But you don't want her to pick a foul up with only 54 seconds here left in the half.
Nika Davis just cleared out Isis Wilson. I'm pleased and I'm proud of Isis because she didn't. I told her, you get up like you're ready to fight every time. We had a nice little conversation out here. And that time she got up, you know, hey, it's okay. She drew the foul. You got Sherry is, man, might want to get her. I mean, it's 37 seconds. Look, can she hang on? 31-20.
Well, she's gonna have to hang on.
She's at 3. What do you mean she's gonna have to? Look at all those people on the side sitting in there in the Henry Ford jersey.
Well, I don't see Coach looking in that direction. 31-20, like you said. 20 seconds in counting. Hard drive to the basket. Good defend.
All right, let's see if Henry Ford can get a basket right here.
Shahat throws up one. It's
And really didn't have to.
good. Still
No
time
foul.
remaining here in the corner.
All right. I
big
guess
shot by
Gigi
Shahat.
had enough.
Yeah.
She had about enough of this. 31-23. That's it. Hey, she didn't have to. She rushed it and pulled up. I guess she knew what she was doing. So that's a good shot.
There's your halftime score on the big scoreboard here at Henry Ford. We'll be right back with the second half after this. Your halftime score, 31-23 in favor of the Chargers from Marian University of Ancilla. And Henry Ford, I tell you, has been struggling in the first half with 23 points. The leaders in the scoring column for the Chargers, 10 points for Kill, and she has been leading the way. 6 points for Davis, and for Henry Ford, you got Duckett with 4, Shahat with 4, and Dorsey with 5.
But that doesn't tell the story, Jeff. And by the way, we cannot forget that Nasia Gauls had 9 off the bench, and they just scored a bucket here. But Henry Ford's story is all 5 starters have 3 fouls, and then off the bench, Isis Wilson picked up 2. So the foul trouble, 18 total fouls by Henry Ford in the first half. That's super huge. They can't afford to get any foul trouble in the second half. They got to stay at 3.
Turnover by the Hawks, and quickly down the other way with an easy layup. Number 3 is Davis.
16 turnovers, Jeff, by the Hawks in the first half, too. That's not going to cut it.
Duckett looking to drive. Kicks it back out to Shahat on the wing. Shahat with a jumper. That one's off the mark.
I wish Shahat could just get hot. I mean, that young lady has a lot of talent, a lot of ability, and there's 4 fouls. Parks is going to proverbially take herself out of the game. I mean, that hurts. Shahat only took 3 attempts. She's got to get up more shot attempts. But at 3, there's 3 players with 3 shot attempts. Parks, Jolly, and Shahat in the first half.
Chargers looking to go inside. And number 5 got the shot off. That was Eubanks, but couldn't come up with the bucket. Shahat got a little too deep, had to kick it back out. Shahat driving again and draws the foul on Harris.
Hey, take it right at her. Good move by Shahat. Keep your dribble alive. Go baseline. Do whatever you need to do to get the fouls. Get them in foul trouble. So I guess coach is just going to ride Jada Parks out.
Shahat looking to go to the basket again. Kicks it back out. Almost thrown away by the Chargers. And hard to the basket. And that was a good idea as Duckett draws the foul.
Turn that corner and make something happen. That's downhill basketball, wins every time. It gets you to the line. Gives you an opportunity to maybe score a basket and get an and one, or get to the free throw line.
Got to make them count at the free throw line now when you get there.
Duckett is just so tiny, man. I'm talking about middle school tiny.
Knocks down her second.
And to her credit, I mean, she's been playing tough tonight.
35-24 your score. And that's a travel.
See if Henry Ford can't put together some sort of a rally. I mean, they were up 20-19, and since that point, 16-4 run by the Chargers. That dribble handoff, sometimes turn the corner and just go.
There it is. You called it.
Hey,
Dunbar.
they used to try to run that with us way back in the day. I think that's when the dribble handoff came into play in the 80s with Bobby Knight. But we weren't buying it. Too many guys on the Marygrove College Mustangs said, forget that handoff.
Kill quickly back the other way. Leading scorer for the Chargers.
Maybe that's why we got drilled a couple times by 40. Good entry pass. Wrong pivot. Push off.
Offensive foul.
That had to be the worst foul tonight.
That was right in front of the official also.
And why would you? Why? Why do you give the forearm right in front of the official? Yeah, come sit down. We got to talk. The coach is telling her, hey, you can't do that. You can't lean into the girl. It didn't even make sense.
Wilson takes his seat. One hand attempt for a layup, drawing the foul, and
is that it for Parks?
Davis will go to the line.
That's it for Parks. That's 5.
That's 5.
With 6:50 left in the third, so that means today she played 23 minutes. You got to get more. You got to give me more. You got to give me more, or we're going to take your NIL away. Oh, that's right. They don't have any NIL. I mean, It's just you got to be careful with these fouls when you know that I am the tallest player on this team. B, we play different when I'm there because I'm a bigger body. C, just fundamentally know that you can just stand straight up.
That's right. You just put your hands in the air. Stolen away by the Chargers.
I mean, Ancilla is just reading passing lanes and getting easy steals. Got to make them work on offense.
And that's going to be an offensive foul as Harris was determined to get to the basket on that one.
Harris is a big old body. And
Yes,
it's a shame they don't have anyone to. Well, Wilson could bang with her, but she's in foul trouble. So now you got Jade Bates has got to fight with her. And Jay's not scared, but.
Well, that's a big disadvantage.
Yes.
For Bates. Dunk it to the basket again. High off the glass, no good. And who's on the floor for the ball? Bates.
And she hustles. She has a lot of heart. She's, she's not a very athletic player, but she's active. She'll give you what she has. How's that?
And hey, that kind of hustle will keep you in the lineup, in anyone's lineup.
Jeff, let's not get carried away.
Let's
not get carried away.
Well, I'm just saying.
Listen,
in
this
situation, have to be a great basketball
how about
player
if you just say you're going to get some minutes?
Yeah,
you're going to get some
you're gonna
quality
get some
minutes.
You're gonna
and
get
on
some
this
minutes.
team, when your big girl fouls out with 6.5 left to go in the third quarter, you're going to get extended minutes.
You're right about that. 39-26 your score. A hard foul over the back, and that was Jolly. And that's going to be Jolly's 4th foul. So foul trouble continues for the Hawks.
Carlisha Echoes, 5'5", out of Mishawaka, Penn. I've been there years ago. I was in Fort Wayne, Indiana, working as a sports writer, and I've been all over from South Bend all the way to Fort Wayne. I've been around.
Again,
and Bates, good hustle
play.
Hey, check her for floor burns. She gives you that energy.
Shahat looking for that jumper, gets it off. No good.
Just having an off shooting night.
Off the hands of Eubanks. And the Chargers turn it over. 40-26 your score. 5:03 here in the third quarter. Henry Ford women's basketball on the Henry Ford streaming network on YouTube. Job by Bates again, getting that rebound. Chargers short jumper, gets the roll. Gauls with the roll, and a 42-26 lead with 4:24 remaining here in the third quarter. With this breaking the action, we'll take a break. We'll be right back with more Hawks basketball after this. Back to Henry Ford College in Dearborn, Michigan. And Henry Ford women's basketball on the Henry Ford streaming network on YouTube. I'm Jeff Lowe, along with Eric Pate, bringing you all the action this evening. 42-26, your score in favor of Ancilla Chargers, the Marian University Ancilla Chargers. Henry Ford trying to go on the weave. Chargers getting on the floor and getting in a rebound and committing the foul. Number 15 is Promise Dimbar.
And I think that's Promise's fourth. No, it's her third. And, I mean, that's good, but bad at the same time.
Actually, that's her fourth. Yeah.
So now you got a bunch of kids who have 4 fouls. And pretty soon you got to kind of lay off. Otherwise, you're going to be playing with 4 on the court. Well, no, you'll have folks coming in off the bench that don't play very much. And that's been a Henry Ford thing. They got to find another player or two out here that can come in and give some folks some rest and some quality minutes. Because Coach, she does a good job. She works hard. She knows the game. She's played for some great people. It's got to be frustrating. Got to be frustrating.
44-26. Marian University extending the lead. Quick jumper, high off the glass. And coming down there with the rebound, number 4, Bonner.
She traveled. That was a travel before the call. And Dunbar checks out. And that's frustration.
That's number 5 on Dunbar.
Yeah, I mean, they're dropping. They're dropping like flies here, and it's frustration because if you're a coach, you probably tell the girls, hey, don't reach. And what do? They come out and they reach. I mean, it's a tough thing. It is a tough thing. And this is consecutive games, and we didn't see the games over the weekend, but it happens. They're 18, 19, 20-year-olds.
Whistles blow. We'll stop the action on the floor. Bates is going to have to check out.
What happened there? I didn't see it.
Not sure what happened.
I didn't see it either, but
it got the attention of one of the officials, and Bates had to check out of the ball game.
The Van Dyke brothers.
Long jumper off the mark again. Chargers come quickly up the floor and set up their offense. Skip pass. Nice move to the basket. Good strong move by Eubanks. It's 8 points for Eubanks in the contest. Free throw line extension jumper, no good. Getting the rebound is the point guard. Shahat with a reverse layup. Couldn't find the basket on that one.
When you talk about tough sledding, that's a situation with Henry Ford. They are having a tough time scoring buckets.
Sheree checks back into the ball game for Henry Ford. Eccles at the line. Makes her first. Two for two for Eccles. 50-26 your score. Sheree with the long jumper. Quickly back the other way. A jump stop move. And Eubanks scores the bucket 52-26.
They doubled them up, and it's unfortunate because what can you do? If you're Coach Hankins, I mean, what can you do? I mean, you've done everything that you could possibly do with these folks. With your ball club, they're, you know, you could say they're young and maybe inexperienced, but you got two nice guards out of Westfield Prep who kind of checked out. They've committed some silly fouls. And I saw these girls play in high school. They're top guards. Any community college around here would want them. But Jolly got off to a sluggish start, played with a lot of energy, and I'm sure she's frustrated. But you got to keep playing, you got to keep playing, you got to keep playing. Now you're deep into your bench. You've got two starters out there and three folks off the bench. And that's what you got to ride with because your starters were kind of, hey, they committed some bad fouls, let's be honest. And so you're forced to go 12 minutes plus without some experience. Now, and you're down 26.
Drawing the foul right there. Number 12, Dorsey. And she'll be going to the line shooting two. Good effort in trying to get to the basket right there by Dorsey. Dorsey makes them both. 52-28. Santiago checked into the game for Ancilla. Santiago with her first bucket.
Who's that?
Beauty Santiago. (54-28) is your score. And the Chargers turn it over. Minute 28 here in the third. Long jumper, no good.
And see now, Wilson, she's got to score. So she's going to love this.
Whistles blow. I think that was a double dribble there.
For some reason, she's had a rough time tonight, Gigi Shahat.
And the Hawks turn it over again. And that's going to be a travel.
Looked like a charge, and Wilson, like she drew a charge.
Nevertheless, the Hawks get the ball as the Hawks turn it right back over. Time running out. Almost one at the buzzer. As Dorsey throws it up and almost knocked it down. 54-28 here at the end of the third quarter. Henry Ford's women's basketball. We'll be right back with more after this. Fourth quarter underway here. 54-28 your score. As the Chargers clearly in command. Nice cut to the basket. And that was Gauze with the bucket. Good job on turning the corner, not able to finish. Is Duckett.
I mean, at this point in time, you're down 28. You've been doubled up. You haven't scored very much since 20-19. I keep referring to that. There you go. Getting the stat. Getting on the stat sheet.
Sheree with her first 2 points of the contest.
Is it Sheree or Sherry?
Sherry, pardon me.
I'm not sure.
Nevertheless, she's in the stat. Got some stats today. Shahat, another good pass. Not able to handle it underneath. But the outside shot by Duckett is good.
Well, now you can freelance. I don't think coach is going to be worried about running the offense right now. It's an opportunity to get some layups, get some shots up, and do what you can do offensively.
Running jump shot, no good.
If I'm Shahat, I'm just going to try to work on what I need to work on to be better. She's the leader of this team. Lead this group. Lead this. Hey, you're the only, well, you and Duckett are the only starters out there. Duckett, it's something that she can really hang her hat on. I mean, what a decent performance so far for her. It's not over. Just continue to play.
Shahad knocks down her first free throw.
If you can, with 4 minutes left, be down near around 10 points, you might have a chance.
Yeah, it's definitely something you have to chip away at.
How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
Good rebound by Henry Ford.
That's Wilson. She's getting an opportunity now. I'm going to see her in the hallway again. We'll have a nice conversation. I think she really, when she first came to the team, she wanted to be offensive-minded, but she's got to play some defense, got to do what she got to do there before you start thinking that you can score 20.
30-second timeout for Henry Ford.
Jeff, if you're Henry Ford, you got to use these games as a way to be prepared for the conference slate. By the time the conference comes around, you want to be better. I see a few young ladies that maybe are a little taller. Maybe they're going to get an opportunity to play. I see one young lady had that leg injury, so let's see if maybe they can get a kid that's on their bench that's not eligible right now or waiting to be eligible. See what they can bring, and B, find somebody that's willing to come on and play. This is junior college. You can be creative.
Yes.
Get them enrolled. See who can play. Have an open tryout.
Hey, walk the hallways, put up signs. You know how to do it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Talk to some of these four-year schools around here. Never know. They might have a student enrolled at Henry Ford just to get some grades. Kill continues to be very effective. Knocks down the 2.
What in the world? Well, this is good experience for each and every girl that's come off the bench to play.
Jumper looked pretty good right there. That was Davis with the 2-point shot. 62-33.
Davis comes out of Fort Wayne. Bishop Lures used to cover that high school. If I see a Fort Wayne kid, I automatically look at the high school. Southside, they got a kid from Northrop. Very familiar with all those schools. East Kentwood, Santana Eubanks, number 5. She's out of East Kentwood High School.
Putting it on the floor, going hard to the basket right there is Wilson. And a group of substitutions now checking into the game for the Chargers. Nice pass inside, and that's going to be a travel.
Well, right here, you just want to play hard if you're Henry Ford. Girl just gave up her dribble. Get all over her. I mean, you can still play this thing as though you're down one possession. That's the hardest thing for players to do when they look up at a scoreboard and they see that the team has doubled them up 66-33.
It was Echoes with the last bucket for the Chargers. Jumper is good. And Dorsey knocking down the 2.
Yeah, she's having a good game. She's going to earn some minutes throughout this season because this is a young lady that she plays a lot of heart.
Duckett with the layup. A little momentum for the Hawks, picking up full court pressure. Count the bucket, number 33, battling for the rebound is Washington Cobb. And she will go to the line to finish off the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Well, I mean, Henry Ford at this point, if they could get this thing down to 25 or 20, would make it much more respectable, considering that this team, you know, at the end of the first quarter, I mean, they had an 11-7 lead. They start off well. And I think depth is a major problem. That's an understatement of the year. You knew Wilson was going to shoot.
Yeah. That's going to be a jump ball possession. We'll go over to the Chargers. Hawks picking up full court. That's going to be a jump ball, and that's going to go over to the Hawks. Good job in the half-court defense that time.
Okay, 4:14 left. They're down right now 32. They need like a 10-0 run or a 14-2 run or something like that to cut it down to 20. It's the small victories in situations like this.
Be an offensive foul as Bates draws the offensive foul. It's going to be an offensive foul coming in, number 21, and that's going to be Alea Burkat. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Forgive me if I'm not. 69-37. Nice left-hand move off the glass. It's good.
So Isis Wilson checks out, 5 fouls. They got a host of players with 5 fouls. Shahat is still in the game, still active.
Shahat with the jumper.
She's been off. Maybe she's a little tired, but she seems like she's lacked that energy that we're used to seeing out of her.
(71-37), 3:20 remaining in the contest.
Right here, you just
Shahat
gotta keep playing.
Shahat with the steal right there.
Little Gigi still working.
Again, Gigi with another steal. And that brings some applause from the bench. Good job by Gigi Shahat.
Egypt by way of Houston, Texas. I'd love to get her story one day.
Three-point attempt, a little short. Duckett with the save.
Good hustle. Now, you can't be mad at that.
Duckett looking for some help. Outside shot off the mark right there. (71-39). One step too many, looked like. (30-second timeout called by the Chargers to talk things over.
Well, if you're Henry Ford College, 71-39, you got to look at the schedule now, see who's up next and where you can, possibly match up and get a win. You just got to keep working on your craft. You're going to have the opportunity over Thanksgiving break, over Christmas break. Don't eat too much of the turkey and the dressing. Coach Hankins is, I think she still has the confidence and excited about what she's doing. But tonight, it's just one of those nights where things are not going your way. Let's face it.
Tough part of the schedule coming up for this Henry Ford squad. A lot of road games, back to back.
Well, 73-39, and folks, just stay with us.
Washington Cobb with the block.
I think Henry Ford's got a chance to be pretty, improved. I'd say improved is a good word. I'm not going to say they're going to win a national championship, but you got to keep playing. They keep working, they keep playing to show how much of a good group they are. Who knows what can happen by the end of the year, but right now it's some tough sledding.
Minute 32 remaining in this one. Long jumper, in and out. And another jump ball called.
Yeah, we won't be back here to this next month, December 20th. That's more than a month from now.
Duckett from way outside. Duckett, like you said, still working hard. Got the steal, forcing the turnover against the Chargers.
Well, I mean, you got the men who have a pretty balanced team. Should be exciting watching them. The women will get their wins. They're going to come, but you got to find a way to keep your big girls and your big scorers active. They can't foul out every game.
Hot from a long way. Rebound by the Hawks. Another jumper, no good. In the right place at the right time. Bates, who got the rebound. And the Hawks will keep possession. 47 seconds remaining in this one. And Duckett will go to the line shooting two.
Got it up to 40. I mean, it's been a struggle.
Long jumper. And with the rebound is Cobb. And the putback no good. In the hustle, number 13 is Marian. Shahat, layup, no good. Foul against the Hawks, 16 seconds remaining.
Well, the lead is expanded to 34. I mean, if there's any consolation in this thing, got a lot of minutes for the backups.
And that's going to do it for this one. The final score, 75-41. Your final thoughts on it?
Oh, just a rough one. Got away from early with the foul trouble. Turnovers and foul trouble, recipe for disaster. But the sun comes up tomorrow, and Henry Ford's got to continue to work. They expect to win any games this year.
Once again, your final score, 75-41. I'm Jeff Lowe for Eric Pate. We'll see you next time on the Henry Ford Women's Basketball Game of the Week. So long, folks.
Game of the